Picking the right brokerage is one of the biggest decisions you'll have to make when you get into real estate. And what the brokerage is the person you work up under, right? You have to have, if you're an agent, you have to work up under a broker. So the broker you choose can definitely affect your success. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what is important, to make that decision properly. Hey, TaNia Thomas here, Jesus lover, dedicated wife and mom, serial entrepreneur, and extraordinary real estate broker. So what I want y'all to know first and foremost is that you are in control. Like with the regular job, you go in, you preparing for the interview, the boss gonna ask you all these questions and make sure you qualify for the job description. But when you are a real estate agent, it's kind of vice versa. It's like role reversal, right? So when you're interviewing with the broker, you get to ask all the questions to see if the brokerage is a good fit for you or not. And you can also see if the culture fits and, if it's a place that you think you'll be successful at. Now, I didn't know all of this when I first started. I was nervous when I went to do my interview. I thought it was like a real interview. So I was super surprised when it was, real easy. It was easy, straightforward. They just asked how long I was in real estate and really what questions I had and said, come on, let's sign up, Thank God the first brokerage I started at was like a family friend of mine. He was very committed to his agent success, and it was a smaller brokerage, so I received leads and support, but there was no real training system at all. That brokerage ended up shutting down and moved over to a larger brokerage, and he asked me if I wanted to go with them. And I was skeptical about going over there, but it ended up being one of the best decisions that I made for my real estate career because they had an amazing system for training, which truly changed the game for me. So that leads me to my first question I think you should ask. What kind of training do you offer? You want to know, do you have a training schedule? What kind of training you offer? What am I going to get from you? How often are the trainings conducted? Do I get a mentor, a coach, or accountability partner? So those are just a few of the questions that I think you should ask. So unlike when I first started at my, at the brokerage I worked at, and the second one, I had a relationship with God this time. And I asked God, what should I do here? I really silenced myself to hear because I was, like I told you, I was skeptical. So I'm like, I don't know if I should do this. But I asked him and he talked to me and he led me, to both of the brokerages I've been to, the last couple brokerages I've been to. So that's a pointer. Just talk to God and ask him, what you should do because he knows best and he wants to be involved in every part of your life, even your business. At the brokerage I switched over to initially, they offered a productivity coach for the first 6 months, and that really changed the game for me. It ended up changing down the line, but I was really happy that I got, an opportunity to do it when I did. And because of it, I was able to turn $40,000. So the previous year when I was at the old brokerage, I was making about $40,000 a year in the real estate sales. And just that year from the training and the productivity coach that I had, I was able to turn that into $100,000 the very next year. So training is super important. So now I'm with EXP and they offer a mentor program for any agent who has not closed 3 deals in the last 3 months. I'm sorry, not the last 3 months, actually the last 12 months. So the mentor has to have a certain amount of current production to even, be able to take you on, and you get to pick the mentor you choose. And I just happen to be one of those mentors, so you might get me. They also have live trainings every single day, as well as tons of recorded content. And you get access to whoever your sponsor is for hands-on training and coaching, which is absolutely amazing. And me and my partner are also starting a training called Elite Agents. So in that training, we'll be talking about different things about how to be an agent, how to, do creative finance deals, and how to just look at, the deals from different perspectives. So keep a lookout for that. And all the way around, everyone is super supportive, even if you're not directly under them, as a sponsor or whatever. But this is super important. You want to be in an environment where the agents are willing to help you. Some other things that are important is what the commission split is and what is the cap on the commission. Is there a split? What is the split, and if it's a cap on that split? So one thing I would say is don't base your decision solely on the commission split because what they offer you may be worth the split, right? A couple common commission splits is 80-20 or 70-30, with you getting a bigger portion, especially when offices offer systems and tools to help you succeed. That's kind of common, right? They have to get paid for what they're giving you to make you successful. So I know you guys are probably wondering, what is a commission cap? So the commission cap means it's a certain amount that you pay in, right? So after you pay your 70-30 or your 30% or your 20%, they cap you at a certain number. So once you pay $16,000 in an EXP, EXP out of that 20%, because our split is 80-20, then you're totally capped. So you'll get 100% of your commission for the rest of your time being there. So that's pretty much what a cap is. They don't want to take 20% the whole year. You know, they're only going to cap you off at $16,000. So like I said, the commission split at EXP is 80-20, and individual agents and team leaders cap at $16,000, and team members cap at $8,000. And theirs is a little lower because they have the split with their team leader too. Okay, so I know y'all like 2 splits. Well, we'll get into that in our next video, where I talk about the difference between coming on as an individual agent and joining as a team and the different benefits in that. But some other questions for you to ask would be, what fees do I pay for, you know, and what do they go towards? Do I get a CRM? What a CRM is, if you haven't been in real estate, is a customer relation management system, and it helps you to manage all your clients and, you know, send out emails and keep track of everything in one spot. The other thing is, do you offer office space, and do we get leads from you, and how many leads do we get? You know, so it's a lot of questions that you should be asking, and I hope you guys are taking notes of all this stuff. And then another question would be, what do you give back to your agents from the revenue or sales that they produce? So what really pushed me to make the decision to join EXP was just that, what they gave back. So we get revenue share from every agent that comes in under us, which is amazing. But that's not all. We also get stock rewards for several different things. And since there are no franchise fees, they offer us to use 5% of every commission check to buy stock at a 10% discount. That was major to me because I want to build residual income, you know, and I'm building it with doing everything I was already doing, you know, at the other brokerage I was at. So that was a no-brainer for me. Talk to a couple of different brokerages. So you want to hear different options. You want to know what they offer, you know, and this video will help you a whole lot. So I hope you wrote down the tips, but it's just really good to just talk to a whole bunch of different brokerages, at least 5, so that you'll know what to expect. The last tip I would give is to never go with the first brokerage that you interview with. You want to talk to a couple of different brokerages, you know, especially when you're new. You really don't know what to expect. You don't know what you're gonna hear, you know, you don't know what they should be offering, and this video should help you a whole bunch. So make sure you took notes of everything I said, but you know, you want to hear what a few different people have to say, right? Because you don't know. The good thing is that you can switch brokerages at any time in the state of Michigan. It is a small fee to do it, but you can switch at any time and as many times as you would like. But I would just say, make your decision wisely based upon what you need from a brokerage. And another thing is, make sure you utilize whatever they're offering. I did that before. I made the mistake and I didn't utilize everything that, you know, the other brokerage I had offered. So, you know, it's there, I'm paying for it, but I didn't use it. So make sure you use it, all right? So if you have any questions or need any support making a decision, make sure you contact me. My info is in the description. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I drop new content.